What's up guys, and welcome to this little trade recap video. We're gonna do one short little trade recap video now every week together with Tribe Capital. I will talk today about a trade that I took on my NQ system. I will blend in the trade quickly somewhere here so you can see it. And I'm gonna talk about this trade today. And I called this trade live and in advance for all our elite members in Tribe Capital. If you wanna join Tribe Capital, there are the links down below on my link tree. You can check it out. We have a 14-day trial for only $1. You can see if you like it or if not. So it's worth it. For $1, you can see all the things we offer for 14 days. And then if you like it, you can make a new subscription. So today I'm gonna talk about this NQ system trade. First of all, it's 15:30. That's always the time I trade at New York Open. And then I will always wait. I am here obviously in replay mode, but it was live called for all my members and I took it live as well. So 15:30, that's the time when I start looking for trades on this system. I'm waiting for 3 candles. So 15:30, 35 and 15:40. Those 3 candles, 1, 2, 3, are my opening range. So the top of my range is here and the bottom is right here. So 1, 2, 3. Those 3 candles are my range. Then after that, I always check market structure with my correct 2 candle rule, and I always apply those rules. Starting from this top, I'm looking, just counting quickly, correct market structure, see if market is bullish or bearish. So market was bearish right here and we switched to bullish when we took this high and we closed above it with 2 candles. What does that tell me? The impulse started from this leg here and this is one big leg to the upside. So market is bullish right now. And when market is bullish, I only look for longs. Obviously we always go with the trend. Invalidation of this leg is right here. So market only shifts bearish if we would break this low right here. So it's pretty far away from my opening range. So there is no opportunity for me to short today because market stays bullish until we break this. I just know then I will look for longs today. I get my Fib tool that shows me my deviations. Oh, sorry, I didn't see this quick. I should get out my Fib tool and now I know that I will look for longs. And I said, okay, once market breaks my range high and it retests it, or if it's close, I'll just market enter. I will take the long. That's the only scenario for this day. On different days, there are a lot of different scenarios, obviously, but this day it was the only option for me to take a long. And if I wouldn't have gotten the long trigger, I wouldn't have taken the trade at all. I would have closed the computer and walk away. So for now, we had to be patient. Market dumped a bit, but we didn't take out any of these deviations from my range. If we would have taken this out, the day would be over, but we didn't and we closed back in the range. Then I waited for longer and we closed above here. We have a strong recovery, we closed above, and this was my entry trigger. I saw we closed above the range for a few dollars, for a few points, and my stop loss is at the range low because the low is so far below. I just take the range low and my TP is the 1.5 deviation from this range. And with this market entry trigger, I also sent out the entry to all the members, which I will show you guys right here. What I do, I just close the chart. I set my alarms at the 1.2 area because this is my break-even point where I set the trade break-even, or I set an alarm at my stop loss if I get stopped, which will happen 50% of the time. I also get notified because I don't care about what happens in between here. I don't want to stare at the chart. I don't want to micromanage my trade. I just set my alarm at my extreme point, stop loss, my break-even point and my TP, those 3 alarms I have. And if I get notified, I will open the chart again. If not, I will not stare at my chart because it's irrelevant what price does in between here because I have my invalidation and I have my TP. So obviously we chilled a bit. Price went pretty good to the upside. This was it was a 0 drawdown trade. And once price reaches this 1.2 area, I sent out the message to the members that I'm going break even. I set my own trade break even, and then it's just time to let it run either to the break even point or to my take profit of 1.5R. And exactly that, as you can see, it took some time, and those are the times when you start messing up, you start micromanaging, and that's why I don't care what happens here. I only have my alarm at my TP. Here we got front run a little bit. And if you see this, for example, you would get nervous. You would say, okay, I will close it. But I didn't look at the chart. As I mentioned, I just let it run. And at 2 in the morning, we hit my TP. I woke up at 7 and I saw my TP got hit overnight, which is always a good feeling. And that's basically the trade recap for this trade. Quickly, a little summary: 15:30, 15:45 opening range, top and bottom. Check market structure. Is market bullish? Is market bearish? And count market structure correctly with the 2 candle rule. Then price was bullish. We didn't had any chance to switch bearish in my system, so the only chance was to long. We recovered pretty well. We closed above the range high. I market entered with stops at the range low and TP was 1.5R. And that was a perfect successful trade, guys. And that's all there is. And this system I do every day, Monday to Friday. and it gives me really good returns. Everything is always live called for all the members in Tribe Capital, and I hope you learned something. If you have questions, leave a comment down below, and for more, just like and subscribe this YouTube channel. And yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next one next week. Peace out.